part two, same day, at least for me. I don't know when I'm going to send this, if I'm going to send them right together or not. But last time we talked, part one, Proverbs 17:17 says that a friend loves at all times. Well, part two is the other part of that verse. It's the second half of Proverbs 17:17, and it says, and a brother is born for adversity. So the question is, how do you know when a friend becomes a brother? How much time does it take? How much effort is involved? How much mileage with this person? Like Pastor Jeff Mannion said the other day in a sermon a couple weeks ago, I really loved it. It was like, you can have a lot of mileage with somebody and not a lot of time, and you can have a lot of time and not a lot of mileage. So I might know somebody for 40 years but don't have a lot of, relational sweat equity with them. But I might know somebody for just a couple of years, and man, we've done life together. I have a couple of those examples in my own life. But how do I know when a friend is truly a brother? Because I have a couple of them. I have a couple of knock down, drag out brothers in my life that I just can count on. I know, as one of my friends says, when the fecal matter hits the oscillating wind generator, who shows up? And I got a couple of those friends that, man, they are gonna show up no matter what. They don't just love at all times. They show up when crap gets real. In the last couple of weeks, I've been in one of those seasons where stuff has just gotten real. Loneliness and struggle and fatigue and ministry frustrations, life frustrations, and the question is, who's showing up? Who's showing up? Who's the friend that's gonna lay down their rights and their desires, we talked about last time, to be there, and not to judge or not to fix, but just to help you through adversity? Because the reality is we need those people, but we don't know who they are until the time has come that we need them. And I don't even know if they know who they are until the time comes when we need them. And I have good examples and bad examples in my life. I spent years and years investing in some men. And when I went through one of the most difficult times in my life, one of the most visceral moments, adversities, a lot of them, most of them, didn't show up. And that hurt. People that I had given my life to, and I had sacrificed myself for, my time, my energy, to build the kind of relationships so that if something like that happened, they'd be there, and they weren't. Yeah, they loved me, but they loved me from afar. They weren't with me in the adversity. And then I had guys that came out of the woodwork, so to speak. Not a lot of them, but they saw what I was going through, and they showed up. And they maybe didn't have the kind of equity, like relational equity, I had with the other guys. I thought I had. And I realized that, man, you just don't know who a true brother is until you end up in a place where you truly need a brother, where you're walking through adversity, when you're walking through struggle, and they just show up. To love you, to help you, to carry you, to strengthen you, to pray for you, to just be that kind of person, So my challenge for you guys today is, we're all going to go through adversity. There's one thing that Jesus promised, is that in this life you will have trials, but take heart, he has overcome the world. But we have responsibility to one another. If you see somebody going through a struggle, if you see somebody in a season of adversity, don't wait. Be a brother, be a sister. You could be that empowering thing. You could be that energizing thing that they need in that moment. And maybe just maybe that's what you were born for, to be with someone to be a brother or to be a sister that comes alongside in a time of need. And maybe that's what God put you there for, for that purpose. So Proverbs 17:17, a friend loves at all time, and a brother is born for adversity. Do you want to be a friend, or do you want to be a true brother or sister to those that we have called to be in the family with, the family of Christ? So part 2, over and out. Ministry Uncut. Love you guys.